What's up, YouTube? It's me again, and I'm back with you with another banger, baby. So this time, guess what we got? We got the Sin Help movie review, and I'm going to post down the trailer into this review just in case you haven't seen it and would like to check it out. But, we're going to get into the plot. The plot basically is simple. You have a boss, you have an employee. You see in the trailer being mistreated, but it's like, all right, we need you. Come on the plane. They get on the plane crashes, and now they're stuck on the island together, like the only survivors of the plane crash. And on this island, you start to see, in the trailer that things start to happen. Tension, maybe a little bit of get back and stuff like that. Maybe some, what is it called? What's the key word? What's the word that I'm looking for? Maybe some deception is going on and some feelings start to happen. But that's just in the trailer. Overall, it's more going on in the movie than I expected. A few extra characters that don't live long, but throughout the plot and the story, it is some additional things that happened where, a fiance is involved and, searching is involved. So I don't want to give up too many details because some of that isn't in the trailer. But overall, wow, I had such a good time. And, it's starring Rachel McAdams. She's Linda in the movie. And it starred Dylan O'Brien. He's the other star. His name is Bradley in the movie. And they do an excellent job. It is very strange to see, like, Dylan play let's just say a antagonist, the bad guy, quote unquote. And Linda, she comes off in the beginning, she's coming off as a sweetheart, someone who people are taking advantage of. She's very like forgiving. She's very like sweet, gentle, and you can see that it's some assholes who take advantage of her, take her kindness for weakness. And then there's a secret that we didn't even know about that she has. And it kind of shows it in the trailer. In the movie, a little bit of why she is the way she is. She might be awkward a little bit, which is fine. She's a little bit awkward, but she's like, you could still befriend her, And that's what I think about her character. She's very good. I think she steals the show. And then there's scenes in this movie where, like, one of them was, like, gut-wrenching, and I wanted to look away. And some of y'all know that scene. And let's just say a person is a little paralyzed, a little drugged up. But that scene had me, like, gut-wrenching because just the thought of what was happening kind of messed with me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. There was another fun scene with a boar. That scene was fun. It was short-lived, but it just shows that in instincts of us being humans, our animal instincts do kick in. And that's what you see in this movie when it comes to survival, when it comes to there's no rules. Our internal instincts that we've been like, we live in a civilized earth right now. And those instincts start to kick in between both of them. And Bradley, this guy is a straight asshole through and through. He has his moments where you think he's gonna like, okay, he's starting to show he's really human. He's not just some asshole boss. Yeah, right. He's still an asshole boss. He did a very good well. It was strange to see him being like a bad guy because in all his work, we do see him as being like a hero, a good guy, but it was nice. He killed his role. He did a very good job. But definitely Linda, she just stole the show for sure. And like a part of it is like you're in the seat of like, yeah, the get back. We want that get back because some of us who watch this movie probably have been in these situations in their work environment. They probably been a part of being mistreated, being taken advantage of, their work being stolen and somebody else taking the credit. So when it's time for that get back, it's like you could see Linda as like the hero. You're like, yeah, that's what they get. That's what he or she get for messing with me. So in her case, I think a lot of people kind of felt for her, and I did too. Not saying that stuff like happened to me, but you just felt bad for her. and the mistreatment, the laughing at her, and even though that was briefly, like the movie picks off very quickly. I was talking about 10-15 minutes. The movie picks off. They're on the island, and you know the stuff is happening. And I think Bradley, he refused to humble himself. He's a plotting, a plotter, sneaky guy. He refused to humble himself. And I thought she humbled him maybe a very few times. No, he's just got a chip on his shoulder. I'm the boss and you still gonna listen to me. And no, that wasn't happening. Yeah, but I think so far this movie did a really good job. The pacing was good. You didn't have, I don't think for me and my wife, we didn't have there was any boring scenes and where we just kind of drifted off and started like, all right, the pacing was good and the amount of time of the movie was good as well. What, it's about an hour and 54 minutes? That's not bad because you got the 10 minutes of credits, then you have 15 minutes of the introduction of what's happening and what's going to happen. So the pacing was really good. Overall, a solid flick. Definitely worth a watch in the theaters. I would give it maybe, not even a maybe, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. It is a very good interaction movie. You felt, you had some emotion involved with it. And, the ending did throw me off a bit. I was not expecting what was going to happen. That happened. I had a very good time, and I was satisfied with the ending. And overall, it was a very good movie. I definitely worth checking it out. Go in the theaters, support it. If you've seen this movie, what did you think about it? Please give us a rating down in the comments. What is this movie close to? I heard people and seen people say Castaway mixed in with a few other movies that I'm unaware of. But so far, for me, I can't really think of a movie this will like symbolize or that's very close with. It's very simple. You're on an island. You're waiting on saving, and it's just you and your shit boss. What do you think is going to happen? And that's all it is. It's straightforward. It's not no super details. It's not no crazy twists and turns. A little bit here and there, but overall, a great time. But hey, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get back to you in the next one. Peace.